Welcome to Poddy, April 7th, 2026.
Let's dive into cybersecurity news. A recent headline caught my attention. Sam Altman may control our future. Can he be trusted? This raises important questions about the role of individuals in shaping our technological future. My take is that this is a concern worth exploring, given the potential impact of emerging technologies on our lives. What stands out to me is the need for transparency and accountability in the development and deployment of these technologies. I think it's essential to consider the potential consequences of relying on a single individual or entity to control our technological future. This is not just about Sam Altman, but about the broader implications of concentrated power in the tech industry. My read is that we need to have a more nuanced discussion about the trade-offs between innovation and accountability, and to explore ways to ensure that the benefits of technological progress are shared by all. Let's move on to another story. A headline on Hacker News frames an issue with Claude Code, stating it's unusable for complex engineering tasks with Feb updates. My guess is that this could be a significant problem for users who rely on Claude Code for their work. What stands out to me is the need for developers to prioritize usability and functionality in their updates, rather than just focusing on adding new features. I think it's interesting to consider the potential consequences of a tool like Claude Code being unusable for complex tasks. This could have significant implications for industries that rely on this technology, such as engineering and architecture. My take is that developers need to be more transparent about the limitations of their tools and to provide clear guidance on how to use them effectively. Another story that caught my attention is the disgruntled researcher leaks Blue Hammer, Windows zero-day exploit on Reddit. This is a serious concern, as zero-day exploits can have significant security implications. My read is that this highlights the need for better communication and collaboration between researchers and developers to prevent these kinds of leaks from happening in the future. I think it's essential to consider the potential consequences of a zero-day exploit being leaked. This could have significant implications for individuals and organizations that use Windows, and could potentially lead to widespread security breaches. My take is that we need to have a more nuanced discussion about the ethics of security research and the importance of responsible disclosure. Let's take a look at a more positive story. A cryptography engineer's perspective on quantum computing timelines was recently shared on Hacker News. This is an important topic, as quantum computing has the potential to significantly impact the field of cryptography. My read is that this highlights the need for cryptographers to be aware of the potential risks and opportunities presented by quantum computing, and to develop strategies to mitigate these risks. I think it's interesting to consider the potential implications of quantum computing on cryptography. This could have significant consequences for the security of our online communications and transactions. My take is that we need to have a more informed discussion about the potential risks and benefits of quantum computing, and to explore ways to develop quantum-resistant cryptography. Finally, let's talk about a story that highlights the importance of personal cybersecurity. A post on Hacker News shares a story about what being ripped off taught the author. My read is that this is a valuable lesson for all of us, as it highlights the importance of being vigilant and taking steps to protect ourselves from online threats. I think it's essential to consider the potential consequences of being ripped off online. This could have significant financial and emotional implications for individuals. My take is that we need to be more proactive in taking steps to protect ourselves, such as using strong passwords, being cautious when clicking on links, and monitoring our online accounts regularly. In conclusion, these stories highlight the importance of cybersecurity and the need for individuals and organizations to be aware of the potential risks and opportunities presented by emerging technologies. My read is that we need to have a more nuanced discussion about the trade-offs between innovation and accountability, and to explore ways to ensure that the benefits of technological progress are shared by all. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of our podcast. Remember to always prioritize your cybersecurity and to stay informed about the latest developments in the field. My take is that by working together, we can create a safer and more secure online environment for everyone. Don't forget to follow us on social media and to subscribe to our podcast for more episodes like this one.